All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and boys, this is your second part of W3Schools with HTML. The objective is for you to make your first website with a short biography about yourself. And I am the only one that's going to see it unless you send it to other people. You're going to make a website. You're going to do it properly. You're going to then copy the the website link. You will put it in a Google's form that is already set up in your Google Classroom. And then you will submit that form to me with the website. The only thing you have to do is the website. It will collect your email for me so I know who has it. And I will take a quick look at it. All right, so this is where you are. All right, this is where you are right now. We're going to click Learn HTML. Learn HTML. You can do it also from here too. So I'll click it on here on the upper left-hand side. A little tutorial. So we'll just go quickly through it. We'll do it slower at home. In class, I mean. So this is what a website looks like. Literally, this is what a website looks like. All right? You have to always start with these little marks, the greater than and the less than if you're thinking about math. You must always start when you're starting to command the computer to do something. You must always do that. It is part of the language of hypertext markup language, which is HTML. You have to make a little head, a little title. You have to say the title at the beginning. And then with this little backslash, or front slash, I should say, you have to tell the computer that the title is ending. And then you have to tell the computer that there is a body of words coming. And then you have to tell the computer to make a heading. Now, H1 is bigger. H2, H3, H4 is smaller. You'll see that in a moment. But beginning of the heading, beginning of the heading of this body, and then with a backslash, the end. And you have to do that or the computer does not recognize it. This is all the stuff behind. You're used to looking at websites all the time, and it's easy to look at. This is the guts. This is like opening up the hood and taking the engine apart. Really apart. And when you have a paragraph, you got to tell it when there's a new paragraph with the greater than, P, and then less than symbol, and then write your paragraph, and then end it with the greater than, slash, P, less than. Okay? And then you ended up with the body. Now, if it looks strange, if you don't think you can do it, don't worry. The tutorials are not bad. This is just an introductory one. Here is the objective. You're going to write yourself, or you're going to write to me, a website that gives you a short biography of you. Just tell me a little bit about you. You're not going to give me 5 or 6 or 7 paragraphs. You're just going to make a little heading and you're going to make a little paragraph describing yourself. And then you stop it. You will make the website, copy the web link, and put it in the Google form. So let's go down a little bit just to explore. We can do this slower in class. All right. So you can take a look at all this, go into the introduction. It tells you what is HTML. I should have already covered this in the little Google Slides. What it's all about, why it's used. Here's a little simple document we showed. And we will go back to it in a moment. Here are some examples that tell you what each one of these tags do, like the head, the title, the body, the H1, H2 is smaller, H3 is smaller, H4 is even smaller, and the paragraphs. The tags or the tag names must be before and after each thing of the content that you want shown. If that isn't shown like this, it won't work. Don't worry, it'll be all set up for you. These are basic things. Like BR is break. So if you want like lyrics of a song, but you don't want to like one long paragraph. You want it in lines. You hit break and it will start a new line because there's no other content. It's just a break. And that's all you really need to know. So let's start, and you can go down here, and this is what it'll look like actually. This is what it actually looks like. This is the visualization of what HTML looks like for a web page. And you can go through the history if you want. Now, let us do it. Go back up, scroll back up, and click try it for yourself. I'm going to do something real quick. So on the left-hand side is the actual hypertext markup language, or HTML. On the right side, that's what it looks like. So you're going to write your first heading. I'm going to put it for me, all right? So wherever it says my first heading. This is all stuff that tells the computer, get ready. This is a web page using HTML with titles and everything like that. The title is actually going to be in the bar on top. So I'll put that in there. Mr. Pollak's story. They don't see anything yet because when we do complete it, we will hit run. So let me go here. First heading. Quick teaching biography. All right. And notice this H1 and H1, which mean and backslash H1. Those are the tag names that tell the computer to make it a certain size. My first paragraph. I started teaching in Chicago Public Schools in August of 1993. My first school was Sen. 3 years later, in 1996, I transferred to Foreman High School. It is now called Foreman College and Career Academy. I don't know why that Amsterdam went red. Hopefully it works out right. I don't know. All right. Okay, that's one paragraph I can have. I can make another paragraph. I give it the command for, oh, where is that upper and lower? I always forget where to put it. But I can copy it if I can't find it on my, it's usually on the upper right of or left of the shift button. Okay, so greater than, new paragraph, close. All right. I took over a position from a retired United States history teacher, and I taught his program for a few years. Then I ran a computer lab and a program called Avid. That's all true, guys. I taught world studies too. And then what I have to do is greater than, slash, T for closing paragraph, and then less than. I could keep going and add more and more, but I'm not going to because I put in everything I've done what I wanted to put here. Now, if it works, it'll show up here on the right-hand side. Let me click run and see if this works. Boom. Quick teaching biography. Now, where's Mr. Pollak's story? Well, when we make the web page, it'll show. And I can read it. All right. All right, I am reading it. Quick teaching biography. I think those letters are too big. I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. Where it says quick teaching biography, I'm going to make it smaller. And you can play with it. Have fun with this. So I'm going to make this into H2. And you got to do this always. You have to match the tag at the end. H2. All right. If this works, this right here will go smaller. I'm going to hit run. Here we go. Boom. That looks a little bit better. Not so obnoxious looking. All right. So now let's say you are done. And you can play with this and have fun with this. The next thing you have to do is save it because you're already logged in. You should be logged in under your username. And it will show you the new link. Here we go. Save. It says save your code. If you click the save button, your code will be saved and you get a URL. That's your web link that you can share with others. Save. All right, there it is. I am going to right click it and copy link address. And I'm going to test it out. I've opened up a new tab. I will paste my new website here and see what shows up. All right. I need to click run on this. Perfect. It worked perfect. It worked just fine. And then when you take your link, you're going to go in Google Classroom, open up the Google Forms in the assignment, and paste that link there so I can see it. And I just want to see how you're doing it. And that's it. That is your assignment. The end for this video.